their initial announcement here laying out this vision to reshape sports.
Mhm.
If you're tracking athletics, talent development, decentralized systems, this is one to watch.
Absolutely. And that quote, the Navy SEALs one, it immediately signals something, doesn't it?
Yeah, what's your take? What does it imply about how they're approaching this?
Well, it suggests they're not rushing. They're focused on building methodically, getting the foundations right first.
Right. Which feels a bit different in the tech world
It
sometimes.
really does. It prioritizes strength over just, speed.
Okay, so they're calling this a soft launch, emphasizing it's more of a movement right now, not a finished thing.
Yeah, that focus on the long-term vision, the movement
What
aspect.
does that tell us?
I think it points to building a community first. Like,
Yeah.
uh, let's figure this out together. Get people involved from day one.
Okay. And a big part of that is this call to pioneers.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for athletes, sports agents, sports representatives, and sports officers, pretty foundational roles.
Exactly. The core components, really.
Yeah,
Athletes, their support network, and, well, some kind of governance or admin with that sports officer role. That one's interesting.
it is.
Yeah.
Now, they're clear that the actual details, benefits, requirements for these roles, that's coming later.
Yeah.
End of Q3 2025.
Right.
So right now, it's just apply, declare your interest, plant your flag, as they put it.
Yeah. It's got a low barrier to entry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just signal you're interested.
Why do it that way, you think? Why not wait until the roles are fully defined?
It gives them flexibility, I guess. See who actually raises their hand. They
Mhm.
can maybe tailor things based on the initial interest, the kind of people who are drawn to this.
So applying now, it's not a huge commitment.
Doesn't seem like it.
Hmm.
More like getting your name on the list, positioning yourself early, showing you're aligned with the direction.
And what's the upside for those people, the pioneers? Why jump in when it's still, well, forming?
They mentioned being part of history, basically.
Hmm.
Having that early involvement recorded, respected, and crucially, maybe helping shape the rules as things grow.
Right, becoming foundational members, having a voice.
Exactly. You get to be there as the system actually develops.
We also got a peek at what they're working on behind the scenes, things like long-term athlete careers.
Decentralized scholarships.
Oh.
That caught my eye.
Yeah, reputation systems, monetization tools, connecting stakeholders,
Yeah.
even sports business education. It's a lot.
It is a broad scope.
Yeah.
But they say it'll roll out in waves.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
What stands out most to you from that list?
For me, it's the long-term career paths and those decentralized scholarships. That feels like it could genuinely shift how athlete development and support works.
Moving away from traditional models, maybe?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Giving more control, more options directly to athletes. The reputation and monetization bits also point towards empowering the individual.
They also have that line for people who might hesitate. The train is moving. Creates a bit of FOMO, maybe?
Yeah, a sense of momentum. It implies, get on board now because things are happening. Early involvement might have unique advantages.
And tying it all together is their core promise. A system where you own your value, you control your brand, and you write your story.
Mm-hmm. That's a powerful contrast to what they call the traditional sports world.
It really is. It speaks directly to giving power back to the individual, the athlete, the agent.
Exactly. Taps into that desire for more autonomy, more control over one's own career, and value within the sports world. It's a clear response to existing structures.
Okay, so let's recap. A SportsFuture platform is launching deliberately. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Right. Building step by step.
The main thing right now is this call for pioneers, early applicants for key roles. Details later, but the chance is now to get involved early.
Be part of the foundation, essentially. Help shape this potential new way of doing things in sports.
They're building with intention, not rushing.
That seems to be the core message.
Which leads us to our final thought for you to consider. If sports does become more decentralized, with individuals truly owning their value, what does that actually do to the power dynamics? How might the whole structure of the sports industry fundamentally change?
Yeah. What did that future really look like?
Yeah.
Definitely something to think about.